Let's go team, yes, hello, what is up and welcome to Motosumo. My name is Ben and I am your instructor for this class. I am in the studio here in lovely London, ready to take you lovely lot through this class. Now this is our 45-minute endurance game. Now before we begin, those of you doing the on-demand, make sure you jump into our live classes soon because they're the fun ones. They're the times we get to interact with you, chat to you, send emojis, and also check your RPMs. We get to keep an eye on your speed team. Now that we got that sorted, let's get into this. This is your endurance game. So your endurance game is sort of like, I compare it to sort of like a marathon or sort of like an endurance event in the sense that it's not going to be mad hard from the beginning, but we're going to do super long rounds, minimal rest, and we're going to keep going. It's sort of a bit of a mental journey as well as a physical journey. Now, we've also got 45 minutes, so I'm going to be taking you through a nice long warm-up as well to get you ready for those long rounds and to prepare you for them. We're going to be doing climbs and sort of speed endurance as well, so you can be hitting a bit of everything. But let's get into it. First and foremost, yes, Happy Dever, yes, T-Seals, legends in the house team. Cool, getting ready to go. The way we always start team is by putting it into that resistance zero. Your resistance zero is basically knocking off all your resistance and then just adding a little bit on. That sort of replicates the way on a sort of flat road. If you imagine you're outside and you're on that flat road, you imagine you're just riding along, you've got a gentle breeze behind you. This is what you want. So it's not downhill, so you have to cycle to actually move forward, but it's nice and easy. And that's where we all start team. Let's get this going. 45 minutes, well less than. Endurance game, we do this in 3, 2, 1, let's go. There's my music. Once again, welcome. This is your resistance 1. We have 4 resistances. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Obviously. And right now, we're just chilling out in your resistance 1. Now, if you imagine each one as we go up to 2, 3, and 4, if you imagine it, sort of adding a bit of incline, it's going to get progressively harder and harder. Or stiffer and stiffer. If you imagine that 4 being the very highest and the very stiffest, and you imagine the 1 being where we are right now, that's the way to do it. But I'll be taking you through this in the warm-up. The other main thing we look at or concentrate on is your cadence. That is your RPM, as well as measured in RPM. So it's basically a real-time reading of the speed you're going. It's basically how many times your feet go round in a circle. So I can either give you numbers, I can give you a bracket of numbers, or I can give you those colors as well, because they are color coordinated. So right now, all of us are just chilling in that green zone, nice and easy in that green zone, but let's take it up. We're gonna take it straight up. It's 2 minutes of resistance 1. First minute, we're gonna hit in those 90s, 90 to 100. Let's go for it. Picking up the pace. Team, we go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Into those 90s. So 90s again, shouldn't feel too much, shouldn't feel too tough. But as we start to get warmer, and as we start to sort of get the movement of your bike, it's going to start to feel a little bit better. It's going to start to feel a little bit easier just as we get used to it. Just holding whatever number you're on now, hold the RPM you're on now. Should roughly be in those 90s. In 15 seconds, coming into that second minute, we're just going to raise it by 5 on that RPM. So I just want you to introduce a little bit of energy, a little bit of intensity onto it. Second minute, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Just lifting it up by 5 on that RPM. So say you're on 95 before, trying to hold it around that 100 mark. Holding to the end of that, yes, Happy Dever, yes, T-Seals. Remember, you set your intentions with your actions. If you come into this class strong, if you come into this class with a meaning, with a purpose, then you're going to bring that into the rest of the class. And that's what we like here. Pulling back on that pace, in, 3, 2, 1. Slow it down. Nice work. Grab yourself a little sip of water there. Again, what I mean by that is, especially if you come to this warm-up a bit slow and you're sort of easing into it a little bit, and that's how you're going to sort of be for the rest of the class. And we don't want that. I want you to come into this strong, all right? We're going to go straight into another 2-minute section. So I want long sections in this warm-up, and we're going to start between 100 and 109. 100 and 109. Another 2-minute round starting between that. We go for that in 3, 2, 1. Come on, let's do this. Also time to start thinking about that technique, because once you get it nailed on, you're all good. Elbows in, shoulders roll back nice and straight. And holding this. I love consistency in this class. This class is all about that consistency, because we've got such long rounds. If you sort of burst out for the first minute or so, or the first 30 seconds, and then trail off in that next 30 seconds, we don't want that. I want you to hold these numbers from the beginning of the effort to the end of the effort. 10 seconds, you're gonna raise it up by 5 once again. Oh yeah. 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Woo. I see red all round. I think these races are going to be tough between you lot. Couple speed demons in. Yeah. Hold it there, team. Hold it there. Ten seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. 30-second rest there. It's starting to feel a bit warmer now. Let me know you're feeling good, feeling strong coming into this. I see red zone coming in that first 10 minutes. I know we're going to have a serious class now. Take it up to resistance 2 for me. Resistance 2, remember, it sort of feels like you've added a couple points onto that incline. Resistance 2 is still feeling fine. It still feels good, but it's just tightened up that little bit. Let's just go for 1 minute. Resistance 2 into those 90s. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come with me, let's do it. So now as it starts to tighten up, you've got to really make sure you don't lose that technique. Make sure you stay strong in it, you stay firm on everything there. And now that it's early on, now that we're feeling good, now that we're feeling fresh-ish, you've got to focus on that breath. You've got to feel like you've got to stay on top of it. Especially in these long rounds, making sure you can still take those big deep breaths in. Happy dabber, try to keep it up in that yellow zone, try not to drop down. So you want to hold it. Three, 2, 1. Little break there. Now we're going to go for another 1 minute section. 30 seconds in resistance 3, 30 seconds in resistance 4. So let's take it up to resistance 3 now. 80 to 90. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. 80 to 90. Remember, this starts to get tighter. This starts to get a little bit stiffer. Now you're 80 to 90 in resistance 3. Should feel all right, to be honest. But I just want you to get used to these numbers because we got long rounds. We got long rounds. In 10 seconds time, we're going to take it up to resistance 4 and we're going to stay sat down. 70 to 80, resistance 4. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Like you set my whole world
4,
on fire.
3, 2, 1. Back down to resistance 2 for me. Back down to resistance 2, all the way down. Another minute here. We go for this. 3, 2, 1. 90s. Let me see yellow on that leaderboard. Let me see yellow on that leaderboard. Big work there. Ten seconds there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds. Now we're going to double the amount of time we did before. So you're going to give me 1 minute in resistance 3, 1 minute in resistance 4, then that's going to be your warm-up done. You ready? 2 minutes worth of work. Take it up to resistance 3. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 80 to 90. Fifteen seconds. Resistance 4. Stood up. First time standing up. So we're just going to lock into that technique. We're only going to hit those 60s. We're going to head into that resistance 4. Join me in 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it up. '60s for me, TCLs, add loads more resistance. This should be mad heavy. Team, you're gonna get a 1 minute break after this. Ten seconds. 1 minute break coming up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Resistance 2 for me. Happy to have it, TCLs? Let me know you're all good. Are we feeling warm? Are you feeling ready to get into this? I know I am. I know I am. Grab a little sip of water. Happy to have it always. Now, to kick this off, I know this is going to be a fun one because I know both of you in a race love to go nuts. But that's how we're going to start it off. We're going to set some markers on the board and we're going to set a 2 minute race, and you're going to set yourself your challenge now. You're going to set yourself your marker for when we come back to it later on in the class. This is what you're going to be aiming for. 2 minutes in resistance 2, as fast as you can. Remember, in resistance 2, not resistance 1. Getting ready to go. We go for this. In. 6, 5, 4. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay. You get excited, but you have to bear in mind that this is a 2-minute race. T-Seal's adding on a little bit of resistance there. Adding on just a touch of resistance. Remember, this is resistance 2. You shouldn't be able to get 140 RPM in resistance 2. Should be far too tight. I see some big scores about to be laid down here. Now I'm going to give you a nice little minute after this to sort of relax into it. Minute 1 done. Now the last 30 seconds is your most important. Now is not the time to come off that pace. If anything, now is the time to speed up a little bit. Because you want to bring something into this, you want to bring some energy into this. And you want to lay down a good marker, bearing in mind you're going to have to beat this yourself later on in the class. Three, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. Look at those scores. Yo, how you doing? T-Seals. How was that? Look at those numbers. Happy Dabber laying down a 6 score. Wow. Everyone, top effort. T-Seals, I don't know how you do that. I can see your pace throughout that whole race. And that is some ridiculous numbers you are laying down. Take my hat off to you. I don't have a hat on, but if I did, it would be on. All right, let's come out of this. We've had enough of that. We've had enough of a bit of speed. Let's slow things down, and I'm going to take you on a little journey. 10-minute round to start off with. Resistance 4 starting off, so let's take it up. 2 minutes in resistance 4 stood up to start with. 10-minute round, team. Let's get our teeth stuck into this. We stand up. You ready for this? In 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo, we're in. So like I said at the beginning, this class is sort of like a journey. Because we've got these long rounds and we're not meant to sort of gas them out completely. You're not meant to absolutely destroy yourself after each sort of round. Because I'm only going to give you a little break, a little rest. If you think of it like a marathon, think of it like an endurance event, like an Ironman. I'm not sure if any of you lot have done that before. Happy Dabber T-Seals, you done a marathon? Take that as a no, and that's fine. They're scary things to do. I've not done one. But in that sense, you don't sprint off in a marathon, do you? I've not done one. You wouldn't sprint off in a marathon, yeah, I know. They're kind of scary. You pace yourself, don't you? And you only start to sprint at the end, and only in the last sort of quarter does it really start to hurt, does it really start to get tough. And that's the same as this sort of class. Is that only in the last sort of 15, maybe 10 minutes of this class should you really start be like gassing out. Remember, we're in those 60s right now. Not because I've just told you to go in the 60s, nope. We're in those 60s because the resistance you are in forces you to be in those 60s. 20 seconds time. We're gonna sit it down. And if you think we're touching that resistance, you're gonna be sorely mistaken. We're going to do 2 minutes sat down in resistance 4. 3, 2, 1. All right. Now this sort of class, these sorts of rounds, I have added a lot of resistance here. Try to push it up into those 70s now, team. Try to push it up a little bit into those 70s. Now these sort of classes involve a bit of foresight, because with these long rounds and with that slightly longer amount of time in these classes, all you have to do is look at yourself, picture yourself at the end, at the finish line. And look, you may be exhausted, but oh my gosh, how good is that going to feel? Oh yes. Big tune. Remember, 2 minutes down here. Try to stay in that green zone if you can. T-Seals, I feel like you finally put all that resistance on. Feeling a bit heavy now? Really went for it in that race, didn't you? Cool, another minute here. "45 seconds, we get to stand it back up again." "20 seconds, we're back up." "10. 2 minutes stood up. Team, we go in. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. On to that next track. On to your next climb. This song's gonna bring the mood a little bit up, isn't it? Got a bit underground in that last track. Remember, 60s back in. 2 minutes here. Little heads up. We've done over halfway in the entire class. Woo! Little celebration there. We've still got the other half to go. Also, we're halfway in this 10-minute round. See if you can lift up the pace a little bit on the drop. You got to do something on the drop. You can't just leave that. How are we doing, team? Give me another thumbs up. Let me know you're there. Let me know you're going strong. Happy Dabba, I know you're going strong. T-Seals banging out that green zone. Woo! Someone enjoyed that drop a bit too much, I think. 7 seconds. We get to come down into that resistance 3. Yeah, you heard me. 3, 2, 1. Yo, we get to loosen it out a little bit for 2 minutes. Under 4 minutes left in this round, you get a short break. Remember, up into that green zone. Everyone, let's see it. 80 to 90. Where we should be now. Yes! I see a couple 70s in there. Come on. Let's see those 80s. We fancy a little push on this. We did it last time. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Just over 30 seconds for your final 2 minutes of this round. We are back up in that resistance 4. Our sort of safe space, if you will, our home. Resistance 4. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, don't know about you lot. I said in the last sort of 15 minutes, would you start really feeling it? I think I've gone a bit early. That's all right, as long as I can hold it. 'Jump on that beat, team. And you're hitting about 66 or so. Just so you know, a little heads up, I don't want anything to come as a shock to you. It's only going to be a 30-second break. I'm sorry. It's endurance. It's endurance. It's going to be that short little break for you to sort of reset and for us to get ready to go again. Thirty seconds. T-seals. Always on that 74. I feel like that's your sort of home zone for this climb. Loving that 74. 15 seconds. We gotta sit it down. Also, you gotta put it down to resistance 1. 10 seconds. Push it there. Push it there. 4, 3, 2, 1. 30. Resistance 1. Yo, you lot, I'm experiencing the same thing as you, so I know that this has been tough. You lot are absolutely smashing it so far. Coming up, 8-minute round. Starting off from resistance 1. 10 seconds. Resistance 1, 2 minutes in resistance 1. I told you, short break. A little shake off, refocus, we go again. Resistance 1, I want to see those hundreds. We go 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Remember, this is your 8-minute round. I'm even going to tell you what we're doing for it. 2 minutes in resistance 1, 2 minutes in resistance 2, 2 minutes in resistance 3, 2 minutes in resistance 4, team. Yo, the love for you I got right now. Because seeing these numbers in front of me, seeing your RPM, seeing you stick to it, seeing you push yourself on this Wednesday. I'm not sure where you guys live, but could be lunchtime, could be morning, could be evening. So whatever it is, for me it's lunchtime. Around then, it's midday. Woo. Big up on those numbers. Everyone hitting those hundreds. Come on, Happy Dabber. Let's see 100 stay on that board. Let's see 100 stay up there.
Even though it hurts, I won't show it to you. 'Cause it will ricochet, I won't let it bite. I will look at you and tell you that I'm alright. Like a ricochet,
25 seconds.
it will come back to you.
Resistance 2 time.
Let me tell you.
And as we head up, we keep that energy. We're into that last 15 minutes. We keep that energy. Keep smiling. Keep pushing on. Because you're getting through. You've done over half an hour. Think about that. Done over half an hour. 3, 2, 1. Resistance 2 is naturally going to slow down a little bit. That resistance 2 slows you down a little bit. Remember, you want to sort of be in those 90s around now. Yeah, I don't know how. You got again. Sweat's real. Sweat is real. You can't fake this. Nice, that is 3 minutes done. 5 to go. And I know both of you are thinking, you're thinking, yeah, this is tough. But you're both thinking, yeah, we've got a race coming up later, so you wanna save something a little bit for that race. Yes, we do have the race coming up, I'll give you that. But I don't need to think about that now. We need to focus on this round. Focus on what's going on now. I know you two have got a little competitive streak in you. You want to get the most out of this, that's fine. 20 seconds. Resistance 3. We're heading up. Legs getting it. Everything's getting it. Resistance 3. In. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Sort of 80 to 90 now. Let's go for a little push. 3, 2, 1. Come on. T-Sales banging out. Oh, both of you in that sort of yellow zone there. I see that. I see you. The last 2 minutes, as we know it, in that resistance 4. I'm going to stay sat down, so it's going to be of all 8 minutes sat down. T-Sales Happy Dabber, once again, let me know you're doing good. Let me know you're still there. Let me know you're going strong as we come through this final little section. Yes, T-Sales. Going strong. Love it. There we go. I need that. I need some positive reinforcement right here. Because I'm struggling a little bit. I'm being honest with you. So as long as you two are here with me, Motosumo, as long as you're here with me, then I'm all good. 30 seconds. Resistance 4. I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm gonna give it a big old go. 18 seconds. Resistance 4 coming up. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resistance 4. 70 to 80. Oh God, I've added a lot. Also team, you're in your final 10 minutes. As we know, that purple zone means one thing alone. Final 10 minutes. As the fatigue kicks in, don't let the form fail. It's that last push. Look, all of us, we set those intentions in that warm-up. You set them hard, you set them strong, you set them for a big class, a big 45-minute class. So let's not let these 10 minutes trail off. If anything, as I said, like a marathon or like a big endurance event, you don't slow down towards the end because you know the finish line is so close. Oh boy, you speed up. Final minute here. Again, it's only going to be a 30-second break. I'm sorry to say. Sorry to spread the news. In fact, I'm going to give you a minute break. I'm going to give you a minute break. We deserve it. We deserve it. 10 seconds. You got 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, jeez. Keep those legs going. We ain't done yet. Sweat everywhere. You gotta keep smiling through this. I've not told you to change resistance, so stay in that heavy resistance. Stay in that resistance. 4. I reckon we come to the final round. How does that sound, team? How does that sound? Bit of fun? Bit of party? I think that's what we're aiming for. All right, the way we do this. 2-minute climb in resistance 4. And that's going to set you up, set you off, set you up for your 2-minute race. We're going to go straight from your 2-minute climb into your 2-minute race. Your climb is in resistance 4. Your speed, your race is in resistance 2. Let's get ready to stand it up for your 2-minute climb, 4 minutes until we are done. We go for this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Yes, Ibby. Look who's in. Nice to see you. So, 2 minutes in resistance 4. Yes, happy dabber. Two-minute climb is prepping you for this race. And we're gonna go straight into it. So it's just getting those legs ready, it's getting your mind ready. I want you to sort of have a little pep talk with yourself going, all right, he's taking me through a long class, he's taking, sort of the whole point of the class is to knacking me out before the race. But I want you to put everything aside. And I want you to focus on that race. Keep climbing though. There it is. In a minute's time, we drop down to resistance 2, and you give me some speed. And this is going to be quite something. "30 seconds. T-Seals, happy dabber, how are you feeling about this race? You feel like it's going to be a big one? Feel like you can hit some PBs? Feel like you can get the trophy? Well, let's find out. Sit down, team. Sit down, resistance 2. I'm going to give you a bit of time to drop down to that resistance 2. I've given you that time. Coming into our final song. We go for this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, this is it. This is what we've been working for. We know those ridiculous numbers we all got last time. Now, remember, you're done after this. Okay, first quarter, done. One minute, done. T-Steel's happy to have a Motosumo. This is it. Emptying out the tank. Whatever you got left. If you've got anything left, you go now. You go now. 20 seconds. Three, two, one. Resistance.
Here's to the good days.
0.
Here's to the sorrows. If this is a mistake, I know about tomorrow. I don't wanna fight no more, cause I don't feel the need.
That's how I feel right now.
No, just wanna make it
Wow.
stop.
Wow, wow,
Maybe
wow.
it's something in the water.
Let's have a little breathe. Put your hands on your head.
Maybe we just
Into that resistance 0. Let's just breathe. Look at those ridiculous scores once again. Remember, that's after everything we did. And you're still hitting those ridiculous scores. That's something special.
You start to get dressed and then we cry. Cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. We had a good run, don't say we didn't. I was your first love, and you were my first one.
Hello to one side.
Cheers to all the memories, the venom and the remedy.
Hello to the other side.
Promise I won't forget.
Sing forward.
Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right
Just
now,
reflecting on the class 13 because that was so good.
it's too late.
Those races are sort of evidence that despite everything that we've gone through, you can still pull out some ridiculous stuff. And that's credit to you.
Start to get
Let's
dressed
stand it up.
and then we cry.
Push your heels down.
Both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. So baby, bye.
Get that stretch in the back of your legs. Really get into that. Remember, it's that front leg that we're aiming for. 3, 2, 1. Spin around. Same thing on the other side. Three, 2, 1. Let's all take our arms up. Nice and tall. You're going to gently bring them up to one side. Gently bring them over to the other side before you bring them all the way around into that heart center. And I want to say thank you so much, Steve. What an epic class. What a joy that was and everything. And that's due to you and you alone for keeping up with it and going nuts with it. Thank you so much as always for joining me. Seeing you, remember, my name is Ben. Making sure you're clicking pause and save, and making sure you're finding us on social media as well. Peace and love, team, and have a wonderful time wherever you are, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.